Ever since I launched my farm and I disclosed to you that I was raising broilers, most of you went in shock and you were so surprised and keep asking me, Fridaus, why did you choose to raise broilers? You know, we thought you were a layers girl. And the question is, why shouldn't I raise broilers? Anyway, jokes aside, that's a fair question. But what most of you don't understand is that I have ever raised broilers before. In fact, I raised them 2 times successfully. I raised 2 batches back in the city. You know, so I have ever raised local chickens, which I still keep for fun. You know, they look good, they have nice patterns, so I just enjoy looking at them. So I still keep them, and I raised broilers as well and layers. And I think most of you discovered my channel at that time when I was doing layers. Just so you know, I have ever raised those birds. And don't quote me wrong, layers are such amazing birds. But first look at this. Fresh fruit for you. This is pomegranate. In Luganda, they call it a komamawanga. There is another one there. They're such amazing fruits. These ones are flowering. So those are the perks of staying in the village. So layers are such. Oh, we have another fruit tree over there, but these are so old trees. This is a tree of jambula. I don't know how you call it in English. In fact, most of them, because the trees are so old and they're so high, the birds are the ones that enjoy most of them. So it's rare for us to enjoy them because we can't reach the fruits, you see. So layers are such amazing birds. In fact, I enjoyed my time raising these birds. The market itself is so stable, but also my family and I used to enjoy those eggs on a daily basis. You know that protein is so much needed and it's quite expensive if you're not raising these birds. Yeah, you have to buy a tray expensively from these shops, but also this daily income. So if broilers are so amazing, why did I choose to do broilers? Well, but before I answer that question, if you are enjoying these videos, please make sure you have subscribed. This does not only help us to grow our amazing community, but also keeps these videos going. You know, I need a bit of motivation to keep these videos going. So I'm going to answer the question, but let me first show you how the birds are doing, because this is the whole point of this channel, showing you my experiences, right? These are the ones I put in nursery, and I'm so glad they are now catching up with the rest of the birds. As you can see, my friend, the birds are doing so well. In fact, these birds are getting so heavy every single day, you know. In fact, today, a buyer was supposed to come and check them out, because today it's day 27 and we are planning to let them go on day 30. We're supposed to check them out, but I think he got caught up and he rescheduled. But if you're out there and you're still interested, these amazing birds could be yours to fatten or roast for your clients. So for those of you who have been wondering where we get water for our birds, this is a borehole. Of course, it's not on our property, so we are planning to dig our own, but it's just a few meters from where the chicken house is. First off, if I had started with layers, I would be underutilizing this poultry structure. This poultry structure can house over 1,000 birds. That means if I had started with layers, I wouldn't have started with 1,000 birds, because this is completely a new environment. I had to first study it. As you already know, if you've been following me, you know that it already challenged me during the brooding period. I can't imagine if I had started with 1,000 layers, I don't know how many birds I would have lost. If I would start with layers, I would have started with 250 birds. And as you all know, if you are doing layers, you are stuck with them for almost 2 years. That's quite a long period for someone to be testing whether a new place where they have set up their farm works or not. But with broilers, of course, I started with 250 birds, and that is still underutilization of the structure. But remember, I am learning, but I'm only testing this for just a few weeks, only 4 weeks. So within these very few weeks, I'm collecting data. That means within a few weeks, I can sell them off, evaluate, see how everything has gone, and I can choose to bring another batch. Remember, every batch I bring, it's a learning process. So instead of being stuck with 250 layers and underutilizing my poultry structure, I would rather raise these birds that will stay on the farm for a few days. When I'm bringing another batch, I'm not going to bring the exact number that I had in the previous batch. So that's the whole idea why I started with broilers. If you've been following me for some time now, you already know how ambitious of a woman I am. So when I look at broilers, I'm looking at opportunities that exist in broiler farming in terms of value addition. I've always wanted to build more than just a poultry farm. I've always wanted to build a food processing business, and broilers fit perfectly into that vision. I imagined myself one time selling not only live birds, but also packaging that chicken, processing it, into, let's say, chicken sausages or chicken nuggets, and other products. And that's value addition. And value addition usually means better profits. And it doesn't stop there. I'm also thinking that maybe sometime in the future I could go a step further into culinary business. I've always dreamed of having or owning a restaurant. For those of you who eat at restaurants, you know how much a plate of chicken costs. That same bird can generate much more income after value has been added. So when I'm looking at broilers, I'm not only looking at today's profits, I'm looking at the entire chicken value chain. I'm asking myself, what other businesses can come out of this chicken? My other point is about management. Personally, if you haven't understood the entire system of poultry, it all relies on management, And if there's one thing I would tell you who is planning to do poultry farming is the fact that choose a breed which is easy for you to manage. And personally, I think broilers are easy to manage when I compare them to layers. How? Broilers spend very few days on your farm. That means less labor, that means less work for you. I wouldn't really love to do something which is so hectic, and it will require me to hire more laborers to do that work for me. But also when I talk about less work, maybe vaccination is just 4 times. Vaccinate Newcastle, Gomboro, IB, and then just 4 times and you're done with that. But layers, talk about vaccination. It's constant. You vaccinate those birds until they go away from the farm. Talk about feeding them. They require constant feeding, maybe morning, evening, and all that. And then talk about the lighting program. You have to manage the lighting program. So, with layers, you have to go everything by the book, the way it is. So for me, I find broilers very easy to keep. There's an incident which happened to me yesterday when I was going to get my feeds for these chickens, like the finisher feed. Those guys at the feed mill, they made a mistake. Their maize had more cobs in it, So when I fed these birds, after a few hours, I realized their stomach had been irritated. But once I corrected that mistake, those birds have already recovered. If it were layers and were laying, they would not lay maybe for an entire week. That's how complicated and sensitive layers are. But personally, I have never wanted something that locks money for a longer time. I believe I'm not that wealthy or rich, but I believe money is time. The more time your money spends locked away, I think the less progress you realize. I prefer broilers. I'm going to raise them for a few weeks and I'll recover my investment within a few days. So does this mean layers are bad? Absolutely not. And please don't misunderstand me. I did not choose layers because they don't make money, but at this point in my life and with my new farm, I believe broilers make more sense to me. Sometimes farming isn't about choosing the best breed, but it's about choosing the best bird which fits your current situation. So those are some of the reasons why I chose to do broilers and not layers. I wanted a shorter learning cycle. I wanted also to explore value addition opportunities, So for now, I'm fully focused on making this broiler project work. Who knows, maybe in the future as the farm grows, I might return to layers, you know. So let me know in the comment section below, what do you think? Do you think I should have decided to do layers or broilers, and what are the reasons you based on to say that? But if you have enjoyed this video, kindly subscribe to the channel and give it a like, but also share it to other farmers so that we can, especially to those who are planning to start their farming career, who knows, it might help them to make a better decision. Until next time, maybe tomorrow, bye-bye.